Hey, what's up everybody, it's your boy Roball back again for another video. So this video was supposed to be about NRPG and fighting Kurama, but when I was gonna fight Kurama, the thing despawned. The entire arena where you teleport to it despawned because no one came there with me. This was my initial reaction. You already know what time it is. Let's go ahead and enter the freaking Ninetales thing. I've never done this before. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, I have to do it with someone else? Come on, somebody. I was extremely happy. I was like, oh my god, I'm finally gonna be able to fight Kurama. It's gonna be an amazing video. I'll use the Four Tails against him, dressed up as Hashirama. That would be pretty funny, wouldn't it? But what ended up happening was this. Ninetales battle. One spot left. Come on! Join! Okay. Yeah, it despawned because nobody came to me. I was asking the server to come help me, but nobody decided to come and help me, so this video is gonna be something I haven't done in about 3 months or so. It's about animes that I want to see on Roblox, basically. Roll the intro.
On the track, boy.
So in this video, we are going to be talking about 5-ish animes, a little bit more than 5, but in the title I'll put 5. 5 animes that I want to see on Roblox. The reason being, these are 5 things that I really want to see that many of you may or may not want to see, you know? So the last time I made this, I listed things that Roblox needed, but here are some things that I truly want to see. These are things, some of them may be from the last list. I think a portion of them are, but for the most part, these are some things that I do want to see, and I give people recommendations. If they're going to make a game on this, listen to my recommendations, heed my warnings, listen to what I'm going to say, because this is some top tier information, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm kidding, but keep in mind what I'm about to say is something that I do want to see in the game. So if you're going to use these ideas, at least keep in mind that it came from someone or somewhere. It didn't just sprout in your head, okay guys? So let's go ahead and get started. Number 5 on the list is going to be Sword Art Online. The reason why it is number 5 and not like number 1 is because Sword Art Online is a good show. Don't get me wrong, it's a decent show, but there are some portions of it that aren't so good. And so I was thinking, you know what could I really want to see on Roblox? The main things I want to see are Gale Online and Aincrad. Aincrad being the first half of the first season, Gale being the one with the guns, of course. I think those two would work perfectly actually with Roblox, and I think it'll be pretty freaking cool. Now, in this video, I'm not going to talk about any games that people are working on, maybe like one of them, but no other games, guys. For the most part, this is just going to be about what I think. I'm not going to show footage of games. It's probably going to be NRPG in the background or something like that, or maybe like videos or like clips from the animes or whatever, but these are the things that I want to see. I want to see GGO, and I want to see Aincrad. Now, if I were to start in Aincrad, I could see it starting in floor 1, a simple tutorial and a fun and easy leveling system with minor stats like cooking, armor, crafting of weapons, and etc. Each weapon can have a stat for it too, so like if you bought a one-handed sword, you could maybe like level up that stat. Once you get to a certain point, you can get dual wielding and level up those stats to get certain moves for it. Then there could also be like dagger stats or like short-handed weapon stats, double-handed weapon stats, and etc. That would be cool for an Aincrad. Now when it comes to Gale Online, simply put it as this. I could see Gale Online working like this. You spawn in a city, and you can either go to the PvP arena to earn money, or you go to like the training area where like Kirito first got his weapons, and you could shoot stuff around there, try out the game, or you could simply go outside of the city and just shoot. Just shoot mobs, shoot things, I don't know, just do stuff, get them racks, you know, get some money after killing some NPCs there too. That would be dope, because then it gives players the option to either maybe fight other people and get money from that, maybe actually just test out things in the game and stuff like that, maybe do some errands and jobs in the city, which would be dope because you could make it so people have to like carry objects to another place without getting killed after being shot by so many people, but y'all know what I mean. So on to number 4. Number 4 is going to be Black Clover. The reason being is because Black Clover, what I've seen on Roblox so far, isn't what Black Clover should be in my opinion. This is my opinion, not a fact. My opinion is that Black Clovers should not be a magic simulator. You shouldn't spin for a different grimoire, although that is fine for a game to do. The thing that I've noticed mostly in these Black Clover games is that when they give a player a grimoire, they have like 3, maybe 4 skills. Not that many. And that's an issue because you're a magic-based game with a grimoire that's probably more than 10 pages, and each page could have like a magic spell or like a enchantment in it. So what I'm thinking is if you're gonna make a Black Clover game, make it to the player spawns with their grimoire. Put the grimoire with at least more than 4 skills. I've seen so many Black Clover games with them like 3 to 5 skills. I think it'll be dope or cool to see them have a skill tree system, and I've only seen one do this. This was by a friend of mine. His name was Ben. Ben made a skill tree system in his Black Clover game, and it diversified everything because if you leveled up, you could put stat points into things. So I think it'll be pretty cool for them to do that if you do a Black Clover game. Make it like a skill tree system so you could open up your grimoire. It has like a whole list, maybe like 30 skills in total for your grimoire, but you can't get every single one of them because you have a stat point system, and your stat points go into certain things. So maybe if you were to put your stat points through the wind grimoire or whatever, like the 4-leaf clover or whatever, into it, you can only go down one path, maybe a little bit halfway down one, and then the other half of another thing, and you'd be left with like maybe 7 to 8 skills you could not get without, you know, maybe resetting your stat points or changing grimoires. And changing your grimoire could like automatically reset your stat points as well. So a Black Clover game where there's a lot of magic skills would be nice. And keep in mind, it's not hard to think of basic elemental magic skills in my opinion, but it is pretty difficult to think of magic skills for complex things like Asta's, you know, basic grimoire, not basic though, and the other grimoires maybe like that aren't elemental. So you don't really have to do 30. You could do maybe like 10 to 15 or something like that. I don't think 10 to 15 is difficult to find if you think long and hard about this. On to number 3-ish. So number 3 is the most complex of everything in this list, and I put it in the middle because these are 3 things that I thoroughly want to see. One of them's not something I've seen too much, but the 2 of them I love, and I want to see these in Roblox. So the first one is going to be a volleyball game. I want to see Haikyuu in Roblox. The reason being is it's not easy to do. So if you're going to do this, you might as well be good at coding. So this is for the people that are really experienced and they know the physics, they know how to do things. I want a Haikyuu game that requires fast-paced reaction on the keyboard and your mouse. So imagine making a Haikyuu game where if you're blocking, you jump in the air and you move your mouse instantaneously, or like fast, not instant. You move your mouse fast to the right to move your body to the right to block. You move your mouse to the left to block left and stuff. That would be cool because then the game would require actual skill and not pressing random keys like basketball games or soccer games on Roblox do. In soccer games, all you do is really click the ball to kick it. In basketball games, there's a lot of keys, but I think it'll be cool to see a volleyball version of that, more specifically Haikyuu. On to number 3, part 2. I want to see an air gear game. I don't really see many air gear games. I've only heard of 1 being in development or 2 being in development in the past. Nothing else after that. I think air gear would be really cool because if you made it like a system where it's like a community-based game, there could be 2 versions of it. For the casual players, it can be like a simple game about skating and landing tricks like the Tony Hawk games, and you unlock new skates and new areas for each time you do missions or maybe get more money and you can lock them. For the community though, it could be a lot more of a challenge-based system where the players can challenge each other and fight each other in order to demand a trade of skates or items. So like let's say I beat somebody in a competition of tricks, or maybe I beat them in a fight with my skates. I don't know how air gear really works, but it would be pretty cool to have a set list of demands that they must try to meet by the time X amount of time passes, or they have to pay me back enough money in the game. I think that would be pretty cool to maybe have a system where the players have to fight each other, and if they lose, they have to owe somebody, or they don't owe somebody or something like that. Whatever. Number 3, part 3. This is the most important thing in my opinion on this sports anime list. If we had a Hajime no Ippo boxing game, that would be amazing. Imagine being able to create a boxer of your own, name him or her, and enter the ring with a camera following your player's back. So like, there's a camera looking at you like a bird's eye view. There would be cinematic cutscenes for the fights and the finishing blows. Imagine being able to do an uppercut and the camera flashes at 2 or 3 different angles and it shows you knocking someone out. And then it shows the camera on them knocked out and everything like that. They're trying to get back up, but they can't. The crowd is cheering. There's a countdown from 10. This is something I really want to see. I think this would work super well on Roblox, even though it's like something like that's boxing. I think a lot of people do want to see a really good boxing game, and I could see this being done by a really good animator and a really good scripter together. A really good builder isn't required, but maybe a 3D modeler for the gloves and the footwear and the clothing. That would be really cool. Instead of making it Roblox clothing, it could be all 3D models. That would look nice. Number 2 is gonna be Overlord. The reason being, Overlord isn't really something that many people have seen, although some of you may have seen it. I'm going to claim that not many people have seen it because I know the die-hard anime isekai fans watch it. They're really into that type of anime. I'm into it too. but I don't think many people have seen it. I could see an Overlord game being similar to Sword Art Online, but more complex, more so about being the bad guy. Instead of like saving people, you could mainly be the dude that like steals from villages, or the dude that likes to go to war, or the dude or the girl that likes to do this or that. As long as it feels like you can either be the good or the bad guy, whatever you want to be, that would be cool. Because in Sword Art Online, the bad guys are mainly the PKers, the player killers. In an Overlord game, the bad guys could be the people that do what they want, and the good guys could be the people that try to follow the guild rules and try to go through things the right way, but both having the same end goal. It would be a nice MMORPG, and it would be a change, honestly, and I would enjoy seeing an Overlord game. So the final game that I want to see on Roblox is Attack on Titan. Now, I don't watch much of Attack on Titan. I've only seen about one episode, read a little bit of the manga. I've been spoiled on it before, seen a lot of videos on it too, but this is the reason why I want to see an Attack on Titan. The film had a really good one, but it really wasn't that difficult to play. I want to see Attack on Titan where it feels like Attack on Titan. I want the game to be a place where I can do parkour, I can do flips, and I can slay titans. I think that would be cool. Now imagine being able to flip through a village or town. At certain hours of the day, it feels all peaceful, but then suddenly an abrupt shake goes on your screen. You're just shaking everywhere, and you see a wall in your town break down like a cutscene. That's what I want. A feeling of fear and trauma rising through your spine as you try to play this game, but you soon realize that this game is a lot more than you signed up for. I want an Attack on Titan game that forces you to feel like you're in the world and that everything is against you and that you have to muster up all of your strength and use all of your resources and skills that you unlock throughout the game to beat and slay the Titans. Now there could be different Titans you could beat, each of them giving you like maybe different things for beating them. Not necessarily money, maybe beating them could give you like a list of kills you get, and then you could trade in those kills for in-game money or in-game items by verifying it with like the corporation that you're part of, you know? That would be pretty cool. But tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you think of these, I'd say not 5, mainly like 7 or so games? Like tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Did you enjoy the ideas? What do you think I should include in another list in the future? It's been a few months since the last one, so if you want me to make another one of this, let's get this video to 159 likes. 159 likes, and then I'll do a number 3 of this, basically. It's not going to be exactly the same type of topic, but it's going to be something that I want to see. So hopefully you guys comment down below your ideas. Till then, to Bandit Man Roball, I'm signing out now. See you guys in the next video. Peace, everybody.